Hello and welcome to the channel. In this video, we will learn some quick and easy ways to identify uppercase, lowercase, and proper case in Excel. Then we will work on a practical example. Many times, we have text in uppercase, lowercase, or proper cases mixing in a range. Normally, it is not easy to identify these at a glance. Here we will introduce some easy ways to identify them quickly. We will use the following table to work through the examples. Let's start with uppercase. You can identify all cells with uppercases in a selection with the following steps. Step 1. In a blank cell, say cell C1, enter the formula of equals exact, open parenthesis, B1, comma, upper, open parenthesis, B1, close parenthesis, second close parenthesis. Then press enter. This formula takes the text in cell B1 and converts it to uppercase. Then it compares it to the original text in cell B1. Since the formula is case sensitive, if there is an exact match, it will return true. With this formula, we can quickly identify whether the text in cell B1 is uppercase or not. If the text is uppercase, it will return true. If the text is not uppercase, it will return false. In this first case, the result is true. Now in step 2, we can populate the formula to the rest of the cells. Select the range of C1 through C20. From the Home menu, select Fill, then Down to copy the formula to each cell. Alternatively, you can also select cell C1 and hover over the lower right-hand corner fill handle and drag it down to all the cells that you need. We can also add some conditional formatting to our true values to make them easier to spot. Now you can identify the uppercase in column B according to the values in column C easily. Next is lowercase. You can identify all cells with lowercase in a selection with the following steps. Step 1. In a blank cell, say cell C1, enter the formula of equals exact, open parenthesis, B1, comma, lower, open parenthesis, B1, close parenthesis, second close parenthesis, and press enter. Similar to the uppercase formula, this formula takes the text in cell B1 and converts it to lowercase. Then it compares it to the original text in cell B1. Since the formula is case sensitive, if there is an exact match, it will return true. Step 2. Select cell C1 and drag the fill handle over the range of cells that you want to contain this formula. Now it fills column C with the text of true and false. If it returns true, it means that the text in the corresponding cell in column B is lowercase, and false if it's not lowercase. Let's move on to proper case. For this case, we have the option of two formulas to identify if the text in a specific cell is proper case or not. For the first formula, we can use the exact formula. Similar to the previous two cases, this formula takes the text in cell B1 and converts it to proper case. Then it compares it to the original text in cell B1. If there is an exact match, it will return true. So type equals exact, open parenthesis, B1, comma, proper, open parenthesis, B1, close parenthesis, second close parenthesis. Then press enter. Like in the other cases, we can drag down the fill handle to populate the rest of the cells. The other option is to use the substitute formula. This formula replaces existing text with new text if the cases match. In cell C1, let's type equals substitute, open parenthesis, B1, comma, proper, open parenthesis, B1, close parenthesis, comma. Between quotes, type X, then close parenthesis. Then we add equals and X between quotes. Then press enter. In this example, we use X as the new text if the cases match. The final part of this formula converts it into a Boolean true or false. The result is, if the case in B1 is proper, then the new text will be X, thus returning true. Conversely, it will return false if the original text in B1 is not proper case. Now let's work on a practical example. We have the following data extracted from a PDF table. Notice that the region and description information are in the same column. We want them in separate columns. Since the regions are all in uppercase, we can use the exact and uppercase formula we learned to quickly identify them. We can then use the exact and proper formula to identify the description information. Nesting our exact formula in an if formula, we can extract the regions and leave the other cells blank. In cell D2, enter equals if press tab, exact, open parenthesis, A2, comma, upper, open parenthesis, A2, close parenthesis, second close parenthesis, comma, A2, comma, double quotes, close parenthesis. Then press enter. With this formula, we are checking if the text in A2 is in uppercase. If it is, it will display that text. If not, it will leave the cell blank. Then we can drag down the formula to the rest of the cells. Now in column E, we can enter a similar formula, but for the description information, using the proper case formula. In cell E2, enter equals if press tab, exact, open parenthesis, A2, comma, proper, open parenthesis, A2, close parenthesis, second close parenthesis, comma, A2, comma, double quotes, close parenthesis. Then press enter. Since we want the region in the same row as the description, we simply copy the region down to the blank cells. Now we copy and paste both columns as values only. Now we don't want the region on a blank description row, so we use a formula on column F to show only the cells with a region next to a description. In cell F2, enter equals if press tab, E2, equals, double quotes, comma, double quotes, comma, D2, close parenthesis. Then press enter. This if formula checks to see if the text in cell E2 is blank. If it is, it will display as blank, but if it's not, it will display the text of the cell. Now we can copy column F and paste it to column D as values only. We can delete column F as it's no longer necessary. We can finish up formatting the rest of our table. So, there you have it. Now our table is properly formatted, and we can use various filters to present our data. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. More helpful videos will be coming soon. Thank you for watching.